Hello everyone, we're the Brides team and this is Extra-Ordinary.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. This is Extra-Ordinary. We're in the 28th week in Ordinary Time and our word of the week this week is relationships.
Ooh.
A big one, right?
Yes, yes.
What's happening this week?
I'm so glad you asked, Lawley. So this week on Tuesday, wow, one of my favourite days of the week, top 7 at least. On Tuesday it is the feast day of Saint Edward the Confessor. And now Saint Edward the Confessor, I hear you ask, is the only king of England to be canonised. Ooh, believe it or not.
Fun fact of the day.
Yes, fun fact.
Okay, moving on to Wednesday. We have Pope Saint Callistus. Now, this was a guy in Rome, and he was actually a slave in the city where he was to become pope, which is pretty cool. He eventually became a deacon and the caretaker of a cemetery in Rome. And then he sort of like moved up, started becoming a bit of an advisor to the Pope and his theological advisor. So he was like the next in line basically to become Pope. And whilst he's Pope, he caused a bit of controversy. He decided to say that pretty much any sin, very big sins, can be forgiven if the penitent is like very sincere in saying sorry, which caused a lot of controversy. But it ties in very well with our relationships because it's all about sort of like keeping our relationship going through confession, keeping our relationship with Jesus and with Christ going through confession.
Thursday is the feast day of Saint Teresa of Avila. Now, Saint Teresa is one of the very few female doctors of the church, which basically means she just made a big contribution to the church through her research and alike. Now, she felt she was called to convent life and is the founder of many convents. Yeah.
Cool.
And she also, in that time when she was in the convent, she wrote many spiritual writings and poems. She is also the patron saint of headache sufferers and writers.
Oh,
Very
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then we move on to Friday, which is the feast day of Saint Hedwig. She was an awesome lady in the church. She was a wife, she was a mother, and she was canonised in 1267, about 20 years after she died, because she performed multiple miracles, so became a saint. She's the patron saint of Silesia, which is a region in East Europe. And she has a lovely cathedral in Germany as well. It's really pretty. I've seen some pictures. And we'd love to go one day. That would be so cool.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
yes, please.
Right, and on Saturday, it's the feast of Saint Ignatius of Antioch.
Cool.
Yeah, and he basically said that the church was open to anyone who wanted to be a follower of Christ.
Oh, that's
Yes,
nice.
I know, it's quite nice. And he helped people understand the teachings of the apostles. And he wrote loads of letters, a bit like St. Paul. And he was also a martyr, which basically means that he died for his faith.
Oh, what a lovely
I
guy.
know there's lots of martyrs.
What a
to be
legend.
fair, Luke, so,
Yeah.
The questions that we want you to focus on this week is what are the most important relationships in your life? And how is your relationship with God? Maybe just check in with him through prayer and see. It's always nice to kind of check up with your relationship with God and see what's going on.
Definitely.
So, this has been Extraordinary.
Thank you everyone for joining us.
Make sure you hit subscribe.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.